Hello guys and welcome to the channel. I'm Marv and this is your January 2024 collective reading. We're going to go into whoever needs to hear this, followed by a hidden truth, and then we're going to close out with how they see you in career and money. That's going to be the order. It has been a hell of a month for me, so we're going to get them up. We're going to do what we got to do. Okay. They're not going to be all in this particular video, obviously, but I'm going to be, that's the order in which they are going to go up. All right. Everything you need is below in the description box for you and your collective. Whoever needs to hear this is the energy that we are going to be going into right now. And I don't know about some of you guys, but I'm really feeling that, like I'm feeling very connected to the fact that this is probably going to be a love reading. I took it upon myself to get out the rest of my oracle decks that I needed for this for the other readings, and I was just like, this may very well be a love reading, but I don't want to call that out because when I start making predictions, it comes true. So let's get into this. I'm going to do my normal spread. I'm shuffling. All right, Spirit. This is whoever needs to hear this. Whoever needs to hear this collective reading. What do we got? Leading with burdens. 10 wands is here. Also a 2 of wands. Okay. So whoever needs to hear this collectively, you're definitely in a state of mind right now of burdens. You're carrying burdens right now, and it feels like an uphill battle. You're trying to get out of an energy in your heart of doing this. In plain English, there's something that you've always done. Something that you've always done. And you don't want to do that anymore. I lost the stone. Okay. You don't want to do it anymore. You're trying to figure out what's the best course of action to drop this burden, this particular burden. And with whatever this is, which we will get into, the Hierophant here shows that your intentions are to move toward that. Your intentions are very much so to get out of that energy where you're holding these burdens knowing that they don't serve you. All right. Pass. 10 swords. Oh my goodness. So much stress. So basically, whoever needs to hear this, you went from feeling victimized in the past to now holding those burdens. So that means that you have attempted to release some of the stress associated with this thing. Okay. But you haven't completely let the burden go. So maybe this is a situation where this thing took up space in your head. You allowed it to stay in your head rent free. And as a result of that, now you're getting to the point where you're putting action behind the intention of letting this go. And I like that. You're not victimizing yourself, like you're coming to grips with what part you played in this. And now you're like, that's it. All right. Present energy, 4 of wands. It's giving me background. It's given. All right. So present energy is, how do I get to my happy place? How do I get to the 4 of wands? How do I get to the 11-11? Who am I going to walk through the 11-11 with? What does love look like for me? What does this action look like for me? For those of you, this is just general energy. It's plain and simple. When do I get back to happy? When does collective get back to happy? For others of you, you're letting go of the notion of being with someone who you were with. Period. I want to go, before I get into clarifying this, if this is a love relationship for you, which I feel like some of you are, For some of you, it is. I'm going to just get a couple of Divine Love Oracle clarifiers for the Four of Wands, because that is here. And I'm going to tell you, Four of Wands and Hierophant together is given wedding, marriage, something fail, a state of mind, or a state of mind, meaning that you are generally very optimistic about marriage and finally found a situation, person, place, or thing where you felt like it would happen and it didn't. Clarify Four of Wands. We have, I'm so proud of who you have become. Somebody's watching. I want to reach out to you. Give me one more. And I still feel attracted to you. So for some of you guys, you broke up with a person, walked away. Realize that this individual is not your cup of tea. I'm going to go in with other tarot and clarify. Give me a sec. So if this is a love relationship, for whoever needs to hear this, this person is still extremely attracted to you. You've blocked them some way, shape, or form. They want to reach out to you. And they're proud of who you have become, meaning that you broke that toxic cycle that you guys were in. You noped out. You chucked the deuces and was like, I'm not dealing with this. And I think that was exactly what they needed to see. It's almost weird, but it's like, on one hand, they didn't believe that you would ever walk away from them. You love them so much. You love them so good. You did something. This person could definitely be egotistical, because I am looking at fire. Majority fire in this reading, a combination of fire and earth and a little touch of air thus far, until I get the other clarifiers out. But I'm thinking that they're proud of you because you ended this toxic shit and you walked away and decided, I'm not dealing with this. When you show a person how to treat you, they can't do nothing but respect that, collective. Like, you basically was like, I'm not dealing with this. I don't care how much I love your ass. I'm not about to continue to let you treat me like an old pair of work boots just over and over and over again. And honestly, to be quite honest with you, at this stage in the reading, whoever in the hell this resonates with, this person would have just continued to do it over and over again. They would have continued to do whatever they were doing and whatever cycle you guys was on, and the toxicity and the burdens and the stress and the stabbing each other in the back, or it could be one-sided. They would have continued to keep going and going and going. I will confirm for you that who you wanted to marry you. It was not one-sided, okay? Pass. I always knew there was something different about you. Damn right. You showed them the light. When it came down to you, like Bernie Mac said in the Kings of Comedy, you knocked the paws in them. You made the person think. They double take, or they took a double take when it came down to you. You're not something that's easily forgotten. You are the type of individual, collective, that's going to leave a lasting legacy on whoever you touch. And you standing on that business. Like, that is definitely what this is. Present. I sometimes struggle to express my feelings for you. So if this is a love thing, this is what they're saying to you. All right. This is where they are at. So far what remains in this main spread is obviously the Hierophant. Now that that's here, let's move on and let's go and get some clarifiers with tarot. And then we will go from there. Okay. Let's go. Where are my clarifiers? Here we go. All right, I'm going to get one spread per spread. Why are these cards here? We have the Magician. We have Temperance. Okay. What else do we have? We have the Devil. Oh, yeah, you're given. 3 major arcanas. You definitely are given. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, whoever needs to hear this, if this is shaping up to be, it hasn't 100%, it's not 100% giving me complete love yet, like completely romantic love all the way. So let's start out with if this is not a love reading and this is just for everything else. Person, place, or thing, non-romantic love. The burdens, the stress, and to get back to a happy place and celebration, and to search for something higher within yourself or outside of yourself is well worth it. What the catalyst for change is a recognition of who you are and where you're going. Recognizing collective that whatever this struggle is that you did bring some things to the table that wasn't conducive to your own growth, and you are aware of that. You have all of the tools in your arsenal to manifest what you want. You have to be strong. You have to recalibrate. You have to get back where you need to be, and you have to take things one day at a time. You cannot beat yourself up about what has happened. All you can do is take it one day at a time. The good news is the Spirit wants you to know that you are where you need to be. Nothing is going to stop you. As soon as you put these burdens down, you will advance to the Ace of Wands, and you get to walk your cycle and walk your path the way you see fit. Okay? Past, the King of Wands. Present, Death. So we almost had all major arcanas. So in the past, for those of you who this is non-romantic, you were in an energy of being passionate about this thing that disappointed you. This person, place, a thing that has disappointed you, that has made you feel very victimized and stressed out in the past. You were passionate about it. And again, I think that there could have been, again, with this devil card, a lack of discernment, not discerning right. So what? You made the wrong decision for whatever it was. You made that decision for whatever mentality you were in. It's done. It's time to release these burdens and move on. I'm not saying not feel. I'm saying not stay. I'm not saying not feel. But what I am saying is don't stand still. Okay? Don't stand still. It's time to release this. You will find new passions and new ways to get where you need to be. All right? Now, if this is romantic, as I've already alluded to, whoever needs to hear this individual is similar to the non-romantic part. The clarifying energy is showing that this person has been through a lot of shit. And although they were very, very attracted and wanted to come towards you, they just didn't have no more fight in them. For those of you who knows that this person is going through shit on their own, you know that they have stuff that they're going through. And this is just a simple matter of you not really, well, you know that they're going through some things. Whatever they were going through got bad. For those of you romantically, if this is given romance, another side of this also is even if you don't know, they were going through something. They went through something tremendous and maybe they didn't want you to know. Now that we exposed either side of those coins, let's get into the fact that right now they wanted to come towards you so bad before they lost you. I'm telling you, they did. They just had no more fight. Whatever was going on, again, like I said earlier, knocked the pause in them. It literally made them just stand still. They could not manage chasing you collective, trying to get this back together, get everything back on track, and deal with the monumental changes that was going on in their life. Okay? Now, from the magician having all of the tools in their arsenal but not knowing how to use them, having the tools but then applying those gifts to the wrong thing. Maybe they have a fabulous willpower, but they put their will toward you rather than other things. Using these tools, not knowing, like misusing one tool, metaphorically speaking, and not using the other one the way they should have. Not that it could have looked like manipulation to you, or it could have necessarily been manipulation because All of these cards are positive, but when we get to the devil, that lets me know that this individual is very powerful, very well-meaning, but falls. They misuse their power, misappropriate certain things, and it can be as simple as they chase the wrong shit. It's just simple as that. Like, collective, whoever needs to hear this, this individual romantically is the type of person that is distracted by attractive nuisances and will go running toward the BS. I remember my cousin was telling me, Marv, I had to take my son out to school because no matter what was going on, he would just go to the bullshit. That's this person. This person, and this is going to be only for some of you, is just like my cousin's son. Like, no matter what is in front of them, they're going to neglect what is right and run toward what is bad. They could be an overgrown boy or an overgrown girl that's still doing the same shit. And there's a lot of fire here. But again, there's also all of the tools. And I believe that this person is well-meaning, but that only gets you so far. I'm going to call these zodiac signs out at the end. This person could have been stuck in a loop of learning the same lesson over and over again. The stove is hot, but I'm going to go up there and touch something and burn my hand. But then what's on that stove looks so good, I'm going to try it again. And they just do it over and over and over again. And I am feeling like a childhood wound. However they were raised, whether it was in a disruptive household where they never learned structure, that not structure mentality and not being grounded mentality has chased them into adulthood. I'm looking at the devil. The devil is here. This person could have Capricorn in their chart or a lack of it. This person is the type of person that has to lose what is dear to them in order to learn a lesson, and will sit in that lesson waddling, which is very sad, and doesn't know what to say, doesn't know how to feel, will just sit, pause, and shut down. This individual didn't know how to fight for you, and they damn sure didn't want to tell you. What has been going on in the background is they've been taking things one day at a time. And they're dealing with their devil. They're dealing with their devil right now. So every day since you left, they are slowly going through these massive changes. Losing you was the catalyst or just the thing that they needed to jumpstart the other changes in their life. Just like this card says over here, I sometimes struggle to express my love. No. Struggling to express their love is an understatement, collective. Whoever needs to hear this individual would rather say, put it like this, they will respond to, what's the word? If you were to send a text message or were to call and say, I love you, this person wouldn't say it back. But if you were to send a text message and say, I hate you, or call them up and say, I hate you, they would definitely respond. This is a reactive person rather than a proactive person. Anything to prevent, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Not this person's mentality. Diving in 10 toes down. If I drown, then at least, it's fun to have almost drowned. That's their mentality, which is not a very emotionally mature mentality as an adult, which is why the relationship fell apart and why they are where they are right now, and then death. This had to end in order for them to be transformed, and I hate that you had to suffer that pain. But if this didn't end, it was going nowhere fast. Okay? So, Magician, Temperance, Devil, and Death. And again, with this King of Wands, this person wanted so much. This King of Wands clarifying this Ten of Swords. They wanted so much to fight for this. They really did, but they couldn't. The universe blocked them. This had to go. And they fought themselves hard. This person is impulsive and follows their impulses. And once they get used to something, they don't like the change. They don't like change. They like when other people change. They just don't like to do the change themselves. I am feeling a lot of resistance in, them changing. And I feel like, not chasing you back down was one of probably the hardest decisions that they ever had to make. All right. Top of the deck and the main energy is looking back at me as the Emperor. This person definitely is in an energy, in the next card down, the Emperor to the King of Swords. They're definitely thinking more where they didn't think before. Instead of jumping all the way out the window through their impulses, they're trying to be just as much as that impulsive emperor, but using their brain. Because in order for an emperor to rule empires, they have to be strategic. They can't just be going over and just taking over shit and not really coming up with a plan. So this is going to be a strategic emperor with a plan to get collective back. If you're asking, okay, what is the future on this? Clarifying energy, top of the deck, looking back at me, is Judgment to the Page of Cups. Yep. So what's clarifying this emperor and his logical strategic plan is the fact that both of those energies are in extreme judgment right now. And at the bottom of all of these massive changes, so I've just given you 5 major arcana with this judgment that explains all of the changes that they're going through. Magician, Temperance, Devil, Death, Judgment. Like, think about it. This is clarifying the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the Hierophant, the 10 of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. This clarifies what is in the energy right now. All of this is leading back to a very grounded and a very well-intentioned Hierophant. All of this. So you didn't see the storm. You're going to see the calm. All of the storm is being hidden from you. Because I think that, honestly, if you knew collective, whoever needs to hear this, you may feel so bad and try to go in and rush because of how you feel about this person. But it's not for you to do that. They have to do this on their own. And that's where I'm at with this. They're coming in with an apology. I can let you know that when they do come back, if you are going to be open to that, they will be starting off very, very slow with no intentions to get you back, but with an intention to make sure that they let you know where they've been and what for the record they want you to know. Because I don't feel that with all of this change and you were the one that got away, that this feels right in their soul. I think that this person is going to want to know, especially judging by these divine love cards that I get. The struggle to express their feelings and all of that shit is going to be put to bed. This person, regardless of whether they pursue you or not, is going to come in with their heart, with their heartfelt apology, letting you know how life has been treating them. And then at that point, if spirit sees fit, when you guys' path crosses again, if you are in the right place at the right time, you may decide to do this, but it's very intentional. They are going to come back and speak their truth to you. And again, when they do it, they're going to be very apologetic for what they put you through, and it's going to be time, and they're going to be ready to take that responsibility. Give me 2 more things here. What else do we have? I want 3 more to close this out. Thank you, Spirit. We got, yep, I'm sorry I disappeared. See, I needed to get away and clear my head. I don't feel like they ghosted you. I feel like it was the same old, same old. Whatever cycle you guys, toxic cycle that you were in, you could have been thinking this time they were going to pursue it, and they just couldn't do it. Everything fell down at the same damn time. You're mysterious. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like hiding. something. I feel like you're hiding something from me. I never really knew where I stand with you. This is another thing with that devil. They knew where they stood with you, but they were projecting onto you. They projected this shit onto you because they were the one that would ghost and run every time it got hard. However, have my kids. I want to have a family with you. I know you be an amazing parent. I dream of one day that I can experience raising a family together. Now, if you have children by somebody else, whoever needs to hear this, and if they have children by somebody else, whoever needs to hear this, they're going to be going into an energy, or they are in an energy, especially with all of these massive changes, where they just want to do things right. And one of the things to do is to blend you guys as family and be together. If you do not have any children, this is definitely on this person's mind, okay? Top of the deck, Spirit is confirming that this is your twin. You've activated my soul to my true purpose and destiny in life. You helped me heal in ways that no one else could, which I just illustrated. Thank you for finding me again this time around. And in the past, we have lost. Yep, they feel lost without you. Let's break down some of these major arcana and what remains. What remains in the main energy is our Hierophant energy. Notable mention is this Four of Wands. What remains in the clarifying energy, my goodness, is the Magician, Temperance, the Devil, and Death. You can't make all of that up. Top of the deck again was Judgment, remember? And then going one more down was that Page of Cups. Knowing that what they're going to want to say to you is definitely going to be with an apology in mind, okay? I'm going to just get a couple more things here to give us some clarifiers. So I think that this person is definitely thinking about you. Thank you, Spirit. Clarify the Devil. I don't know what I want. It was a one-sided relationship. I pulled away. See? I can't make it up. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. I pulled away because I am overwhelmed with all of the things going on in my life. Absolutely. Top of the deck, I think the world of you in the past. Please be patient with me. I told you. This person is not just going through things with you or didn't just experience things with you. Everything fell down for them at the same time. And one of the biggest things that made this happen is because of their inability to be able to fight that devil. And now they have no choice. They lost everything in one whop. They hit rock bottom. So now they're picking up the pieces. And as much as they love you, and as much as you may love them, one of the things that's noteworthy here is that they got to get their other parts of their life together first before they can be any good for you. It makes no sense for them to come towards you if they just as effed up as they was when they left collective. So to anybody who needs to hear this collective reading, if you want this person back and you think that you guys still have potential, but things happened that got in the way and you couldn't figure out what it was and you got ghosted and they were being mysterious, no matter how damn long you worked together, if you didn't get what you wanted and you feel like this was your twin, they are wrapping things up to become a better person for you, and they're on their way back in. Okay? All right. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Everything you need is below in the description box for you and your collective. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.